Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analysis, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The saga surrounding Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys contract talks has become one of the most talked about stories in the NFL offseason. While the league moves at a relentless pace, and stars from various teams are getting their well-deserved deals, the Cowboys seem stuck in a slow-motion negotiation that has drawn criticism and raised eyebrows from all corners across the league. Players like T.J. Watt have already secured groundbreaking contracts, shattering records for non-quarterbacks and setting new financial benchmarks for elite defenders. Watt's deal, reportedly averaging around $41 million per year, not only made waves for its sheer size, but also for its significance in elevating the market value of top defensive talent. This new standard has inevitably put even more pressure on Dallas and Jerry Jones to finalize an agreement with Parsons, who has been the cornerstone of the Cowboys' defense since he entered the league. Parsons, known for his explosive playmaking and relentless motor, has been everything the franchise hoped for and more, earning multiple All-Pro honors and consistently terrorizing opposing offenses. His numbers speak volumes, more than 50 sacks in just 4 seasons, multiple finalist nods for Defensive Player of the Year, and an undeniable presence that shifts games single-handedly. With that resume, it's clear why Parsons deserves to be among the highest-paid defensive players in football, and why the Cowboys' delay has become so puzzling and frustrating. What adds fuel to the fire is Parsons' growing impatience with the negotiations. Recently, he spoke openly about the contract impasse, even calling out the ownership's slow pace and poor communication on a popular podcast. Parsons admitted he wanted the deal done last year and expressed his frustration with the dragging process. This isn't just a typical holdout or a player angling for more money. It's a star athlete who's waiting to be valued appropriately by his team. And the waiting game has started to affect perceptions both inside and outside the Cowboys organization. Jerry Jones, the legendary Cowboys owner, known for his hands-on approach and big personalities, has a reputation for controlling negotiations tightly, but this time, the foot-dragging seems to be creating more headaches than leverage. The longer Dallas waits, the more Parsons' market value inflates, especially as contracts like Watt's reset the expectations for defensive stars. The result? The Cowboys are potentially paying a premium that could have been avoided with earlier action. Meanwhile, division rivals are watching this unfold with keen interest. The NFC East, traditionally a fiercely competitive division, has its eyes set on any weakness Dallas might show. Philadelphia and Washington are quietly hoping the Cowboys stumble in this contract saga, as any distraction or delay in securing Parsons might translate into a competitive edge for them. After all, in a division where every game matters, the loss of momentum or cohesion can have ripple effects across the season, adding to the complexity. Dallas has had to juggle multiple high-profile contract negotiations recently. Dak Prescott and C.D. Lamb, both crucial offensive players, have had their own extensions, which no doubt strain the front office's resources and planning. This balancing act may have contributed to the delay with Parsons, but it also shows how critical the linebacker's role is in the team's long-term strategy. Unlike Prescott and Lamb, Parsons' deal not only affects the defense, but also sets a tone for how the franchise values its emerging stars, especially on the defensive side of the ball. In a perfect world, the Cowboys would have locked Parsons in as soon as he was eligible for a long-term extension. This early move could have secured him at a more team-friendly rate, somewhere around $30 to $35 million per year, giving Dallas more flexibility to build the rest of the roster around him. Instead, the delay has forced the team into a position where they must now compete with escalating market demands, potentially paying over $40 million annually to retain their defensive powerhouse. That's a steep price, and it raises questions about how Dallas plans to balance the salary cap and keep the rest of the roster competitive. Parsons himself has been nothing but consistent and impactful since day one. His explosive ability to rush the passer, cover tight ends and running backs, and make plays all over the field has made him one of the most versatile linebackers in the NFL. The fact that he has recorded over 50 sacks in 4 seasons is a testament to his relentless pursuit and natural talent. He has earned multiple All-Pro selections and has been a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. more than once, showcasing that his impact is recognized league-wide. The Cowboys' need to lock him down long-term is clear. The challenge lies in navigating the financial realities and timing. As negotiations drag on, questions swirl about how this will affect Parsons' mindset and the locker room atmosphere. Star players waiting on contracts often face distractions that can influence their focus and motivation, while Parsons has shown professionalism. The public airing of frustration hints that tensions could rise if the stalemate continues. It also puts pressure on the coaching staff to keep the defense cohesive and focused during the offseason and training camp. Looking beyond Parsons, the Cowboys roster is also facing significant scrutiny with the 2025 training camp underway. In Oxnard, California, several veterans find their positions under threat. The team is entering the new season with plenty of questions and battles to watch closely. Among those on the chopping block are players who have struggled to live up to expectations or who are being pushed by younger talent eager to make their mark. Linebacker Damone Clark, for example, had a promising start with over 100 tackles in 2023 under Dan Quinn's defense. However, after a coaching change, his role diminished sharply and he spent much of 2024 on the bench. While he's shown signs of progress under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, the arrival of other linebackers like Kenneth Murray and Jack Sanborn raises doubts about Clark's future with the team. If the Cowboys decide to prioritize younger, more dynamic players, Clark could find himself traded before the season even starts. Another name stirring debate is defensive tackle Mazi Smith, a first-round pick in the 2023 draft, who has yet to make a consistent impact. Fans and analysts alike remain skeptical about his fit and potential after the seasons, though some believe Smith has improved under coaching changes. Questions remain whether he truly matches the defensive scheme Dallas is now employing. If rookie Jay Toya impresses during camp, Smith's spot could be in jeopardy, making him a candidate for trade discussions as the team looks to optimize its defensive line. Tight end Luke Schoonmaker, Smith's former college teammate, also faces uncertainty. Drafted in the second round in the same draft class, Schoonmaker showed flashes of promise with decent production, including 27 receptions and a touchdown in his sophomore season. Still, as he enters his third year, his role as a starter or backup is not guaranteed. The presence of Brevin Spanford, a younger tight end pushing for the number 2 spot, puts added pressure on Schoonmaker if he struggles to hold his place. The Cowboys may consider moving on to explore other options. Perhaps the most surprising name linked to potential trade talks is wide receiver Jalen Tolbert. Despite being leaned on heavily in 2024 and delivering solid numbers, nearly 50 receptions, over 600 yards, and 7 touchdowns, the Cowboys added George Pickens through trade, signaling they might not fully trust Tolbert as a consistent contributor. Analysts suggest that while Tolbert might settle into a third wide receiver role this year, if younger players like Jonathan Mingo, Ryan Flournoy, Paris Campbell, or rookie Trajan Holden step up, Tolbert could find himself on the trading block, which would be a dramatic turn given his recent production. All these developments highlight a Cowboys team in flux, trying to balance talent retention, salary cap management, and the infusion of new talent. The contract saga with Parsons is just one piece of a much larger puzzle that Jerry Jones and the front office must solve if Dallas hopes to compete at the highest level in 2025 and beyond. The stakes are high, the division is tough, and every decision will ripple through the season. Parsons remains the centerpiece of that narrative, a player whose value cannot be overstated and whose contract situation serves as a litmus test for the organization's ability to keep pace in an increasingly competitive league. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Could the Dallas Cowboys be on the verge of assembling the most explosive offense in the NFL? That's the buzz swirling around the league after whispers emerged suggesting Tyreek Hill, the electric Miami Dolphins wide receiver, may be headed to Arlington on a massive new deal. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the rumor mill is in overdrive, and for good reason. Sources close to league insiders hint that the Cowboys have been in serious discussions with Hill's camp, with a blockbuster contract reportedly on the table. Some say it could be one of the most lucrative deals ever given to a wide receiver, signaling that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office are ready to go all in for a Super Bowl push. Hill one of the fastest and most dynamic playmakers in the game, would instantly transform the Cowboys' offense. Pairing him with quarterback Dak Prescott, wideout CeeDee Lamb, and running back Tony Pollard could give Dallas the most feared offensive unit in the league. A true dream team on paper, though Hill has not made any public statement about a move, and the Dolphins have yet to comment. The chatter around the league is impossible to ignore. With Hill still under contract in Miami, a trade would be required, which raises even more questions about what Dallas might be willing to offer, and what Miami might want in return. Skeptics wonder whether this is a strategic leak meant to pressure other teams, or a real signal of intent from Dallas. But one thing is clear, something is brewing in Texas. Whether this ends up being a fire or just smoke remains to be seen. But the very idea of Tyreek Hill in a Cowboys jersey has fans and rivals watching closely. For now, it's just a rumor, but if it turns into reality, the NFL landscape could shift overnight. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.